Hi friends, so today I'm making a video that will probably get no views. And that's because if I didn't film it, I would still talk to myself. So I think it looks better if I just film this video and put it out there. So today we're judging all of the new makeup releases. There's nothing I love more than getting a snack and going on trend mood and judging all of the new makeup releases because a lot of them have been really bad. Let's just be honest. In 2021, I came into this year with the mindset that I'm going to be a lot more picky with the makeup that I choose to buy, just because not all makeup deserves your attention and money. And so I have only bought 2 palettes this year. If it was any other year, I would have bought like 50 by now. So the only palettes that I bought this year have been the Ice Cream Dream palette by Glamlight and the Flower Punk palette by Kaleidos, and I love both of them. But I think I love both of them and use both of them a lot because I'm being a lot more picky with what I choose to consume. Because of that, I am very judgy, and I think a lot inspired this video today. I saw the pictures of the new Melt palette that Trend Mood uploaded, and then the whole Jaclyn Hill collection. I was like, alright, I gotta make a video. We gotta just judge. So grab a snack and let's just judge some makeup releases. Alright, so Trend Mood hasn't posted anything in 16 hours, which is kind of a long time for Trend Mood because the makeup market is always moving. So the first thing I'm gonna be talking about is the Melt Brunette palette. Now, fun fact, I don't own anything from Melt, but one time I literally had the money in my hand and I walk into a Sephora and I tell the salesperson, "Hi, I'm here to buy the Melt Gemini palette," and she said, "Girl, you gotta save your money. I will not let you buy that. It is a horrendous palette. It is terrible." And I was shocked. I've never had a salesperson like deter me from a product before, so I listened to her, even though I know a ton of people on YouTube love the Gemini palette and I myself am a Gemini. I just couldn't buy the palette because she scared me so much. So I haven't tried anything from the brand and I'm wary of the brand, but Melt released the Brunette palette. It's not on sale yet, but I gotta say, I kind of hate it. First of all, this looks exactly like their Mary Jane palette, but worse. It looks like a downgraded version of their Mary Jane palette. It's literally just a bunch of browns and one cool toned metallic that looks really nice. I just don't see who's gonna run out and spend so much money on this palette when they just released Mary Jane. It's just a bunch of browns, and Melt used to have really good color stories. I feel like Melt is kind of known for their color stories, but this is just kind of a disappointment. It's a alcohol themed palette, so their shade names are Bourbon, Stout, Brunette, of course, Musk, things like that, and I think that's really cool, but I just don't know why they're making an alcohol themed palette that's all brown. I will definitely not be buying this, but I just think it's a very odd choice for Melt. So the next thing I want to talk about is the Jaclyn Hill collection. Now, I watched all 30 minutes of her video that she uploaded yesterday, and I thought it was funny because she said this is the first time she has ever put something out into the world that has been innovative and revolutionary, and she feels like she entered this space into the makeup market that hadn't been tapped into before. And then she holds up 2 blush palettes. Now, I don't want to be mean because I know that girl has been through a lot, and I really do like Jaclyn, but I just don't think that coming out with a bunch of blush is that revolutionary. So let's dissect the collection because there's kind of a lot. So we have the 2 blush palettes that are $45. I don't think that they're that good, honestly. We have one blush palette that's just all pinks, and then another blush palette that's like kind of pinky with like an orange. I don't know. I just don't think the shades are that good. So those are $45, which I think is ridiculous. It kind of reminds me of when Carly Bible, she collabed with Il Makiage, which, oh my gosh, I definitely butchered that name, but she came out with a mediocre looking face palette that had a lot of wasted space because of how much plastic there was, and she retailed it for $54, I think. I gotta check on that. Yeah, $54 for a face palette. Who is gonna buy it? I don't know. So I'm interested to see reviews on all of her products just because she was explaining everything. Like, let's go for the rest of the collection. She had a Moonlight Luminous Rouge, which is like a luminous blush, which she was like, oh my gosh, this is so revolutionary. And then a cream to powder blush stick, which is actually what I would pick up if I were to choose anything from the collection, because she said that you can put it over liquid foundation that has already been set and it won't move, and it's just like the most amazing blush stick. So if that's true, I want to try it, but I want to see reviews first because, you know, Jaclyn, her cosmetics line, I don't really trust it. So I definitely want to see reviews, but if the reviews on that is good, I actually might pick up the stick because she was really marketing it. She is a great salesperson. And then the last thing that she came out with was the Romance Lip Cushion, and she said this was the first time she has ever been speechless about a product and she couldn't describe it because of how amazing it is. I don't think that's true. It just looks like a regular lip product, but I do think it's interesting that she decided to release so much product and so many different things at the same time. I think that is an interesting choice for Jaclyn, and I'm interested to see how that pans out. And I gotta say, I'm not a fan of the name. What is it? Bougie Rouge, Bad and Rougie? I don't know. It's just cringy to me. Okay, next we have Cream Blushes by Dominique Cosmetics, and I think that this is really interesting. A lot of people in the comments are saying that the packaging looks cheap. It's just plain, honestly. So it looks like there are 3 shades. You can get them for $22 each or $55 in a bundle, and they come in 3 shades: soft pink, warm peach, and natural rose. And I gotta be honest, I feel like I'm not gonna like this product. I feel like Dominique Cosmetics kind of slips under the radar a lot. I only hear about their eyeshadow palettes once in a blue moon, and I don't really know much about the brand. But I have to say, this looks like something, if you were really into natural makeup, you might really like this, but I just feel like, I don't know, looking at the campaign images, I'm not really sold. I don't really like the campaign images. It doesn't sell me on the product. It looks like a blush that had no pigment. So I'm gonna skip on these, but I'm interested to see if they're good. I do like cream products. I just don't think this one looks that special to me. Next, we have the new and improved Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. Why? Tarte? I don't know how they're still in business, honestly. It's just the Shape Tape that keeps them in business, I'm telling you, because I don't know. I just feel like this is not very innovative. It's not really new. I know that their original Amazonian Clay Foundation was a favorite years and years ago for so many people. I just think that they should branch out and try something new. They came out with the new Twilight Palette that was pink and just like boring. I don't know. I'm just bored when it comes to Tarte, and I don't even know. It looks like it could be a good foundation. It says it's not cakey. It has 46 shades, which I think is really good, and it looks like the shade range is good, but I'm not one to speak on that. Oh, okay, never mind. I take that back. I'm looking at the shade range right now, and it's not that good. It doesn't look like that good at all. We're 46 shades and most of them are white. Hopefully the picture is deceiving because the shade range looks like crap. Oh, okay, I'm looking at the comments right now and my thoughts are being reiterated in the comments because everybody's making fun of the shade ranges. Okay, great, I'm not the only one. I just don't understand, especially Tarte, a boring brand, coming out with something that's just an old product, so boring. There's no creativity here, there's no innovation, and they're coming out with a shade range that's literally shit. Okay, it's ridiculous. We don't need to talk about this anymore because I hope this foundation flops or they come out with more shades because that is ridiculous. We have an eye base from Glamlight, and I gotta say I haven't used colored eye base in a while, but this is really selling me because it's only $10 and the eye base I use right now is from Milani, and if this is a good formula I would be willing to spend $10 on it for a colored eye base. I think it is really good. I think it is a good launch. The next release is something that I know I shouldn't want, but I kind of really want it. It's an overpriced eyeshadow palette filled with browns, and it is the Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette, the Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. I just said that too many times. And it's 12 shades for $68. And this palette has a cream and powder formula. Probably just not good. Honestly, if you have cream next to powder, it's gonna mix and it's gonna get nasty. But it looks so pretty. And I was looking for my eyeshadow palette collection and I was like, I'm bored with my neutral palettes, even though I have a million neutral palettes. I was like, I just want another one. And I really like this. I just think it's too expensive for boring. There's something about this palette. This looks like a neutral palette done right. And I don't know what it is about this palette that's just making me want it so bad. And I know I just hardcore judged the Melt palette for being another brown palette, but I really like this. I really do. So I don't know. I'm probably not gonna buy it because $70 for this, no. But I don't know. It looks really good. We'll see. Okay, a couple more things I want to touch on before I let you guys go. So the next thing is the Morphe Live with Love palette. Now this is a 25 shade eyeshadow palette for $20, so great pricing. However, I know the quality is gonna be terrible. Like, I actually really do like the color story. I think it's a really cool color story. It's a rainbow with a little bit of neutrals. I don't know, I really like it. I just think the quality is gonna be trash. And I hate Morphe as a brand, so I don't know. I just can't get behind it, but it looked good. Like, out of all the things Morphe had released recently, they had the, what was it? The thing that totally copied another brand. Here it is. The Morphe Quad palette. They copied the Kaja bento boxes and they have eye, cheeks, and lip products. It looked cool, but like copying Kaja, I don't know. And we know the quality is going to be bad, especially for the price. Next is the Norvina Volume 5 eyeshadow palette, $60 for 25 shades, and it's the purple eyeshadow palette. I was watching a video, I think it was Angelica, I don't remember her last name, I cannot pronounce it, but she was saying that if you have the original Norvina ABH palette, you have this, and she like held the palette up next to the picture, and it's the truth. I have the Norvina palette. I love the Norvina palette. This, I don't know what I would do with it. It's just too much. It's too many shades, too expensive. The quality's not amazing. So I don't know. I wish they would stop coming out with these big palettes that are expensive and not amazing quality. I don't know. Next, we have the MAC Spring Collection. This is their Botanic Panic collection, and I love it. When I first saw this a couple weeks ago on Trendmood, I was really excited about this collection, even though I know I'm not gonna buy it because it's MAC. It's too expensive, the quality's not that good, but I feel like they really tried. And I think it's the same way that I feel about this collection. Like, I think the packaging's pretty, I think the colors are pretty, like, I'm proud of MAC. The same way I felt originally about the Urban Decay Prince palette. We gotta talk about this, okay? It's not that good. They're ugly. In my opinion, I think the Urban Decay Prince palettes are ugly. I've watched several reviews on them. Everyone has said that it's just not good. Oh my gosh, I feel like they really messed up Prince. I really do. They didn't do this legend justice, and I just, oh my god, man, Urban Decay makes me really sad because they used to be the revolutionary makeup brand. They used to be the brand that everyone would watch out for, and this is just trash. Like, oh my gosh, and it's so expensive. $55 for an eyeshadow palette by Urban Decay. Oh my goodness. No, I feel like you can get the same look for way, I know you can get the same look for way cheaper. Like, ColourPop. It's just really sad that they had to do Prince dirty. We have the KBD Planet Fanatic palette. Now, I have seen a lot of people say that they hate the packaging on this. I actually love the packaging on this. I think it's cute. A lot of people said it looks like Claire's makeup. Yeah, but I just think it's cute. I think it will sell, honestly, because it's a pretty color story. It's basic, but it has some colors. I don't know. I think it'll sell. Am I gonna buy it? Absolutely not. But I don't know. I think it's not a bad release from the brand, and I'm excited to see what they come out with next. And then the last thing we're going to be talking about in this video is the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag Faceless palette by Manny MUA. I actually love this palette. I don't need this palette. I have plenty of neutral palettes, plenty of rainbow palettes, plenty of palettes that are like this. I feel like I don't need it, but I think the quality is going to be amazing. I love the different looks that he came out with. I don't know. I think it's a good release. I feel like if Manny came out with this a year ago, it might have been a little bit better timing, but I'm excited for him and all the looks that are going to come out of this palette. I think it's a good release from him. So that is it, everyone. This is me judging makeup releases. It was very fun to make, and if you liked it, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!